Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the National Football Youth League Trophy Final between Reading Shadow Team and Northampton Town. The sun is back out at the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium here in West London. Fantastic game between Reading Shadow Team and Northampton Town. It's a David and Goliath clash between the Southern Premiership side Northampton and the Championship side Reading Shadow. But an interesting fixture. As we know, all form goes out the window for a cup final. This the follow-on to the cup final in Bolton on Thursday. We're here back with your instant replay in West London for the trophy final. I'm joined by one of Northampton's own, Ethan Mahoney. Thanks for being with me today, Ethan.
Thank you for having me too. It's great to be here. Well done to Reading for getting to this far into the final. Looking forward to seeing what they offer. Looking forward to, of course, seeing what the Copplers offer in this final as well.
And as the substitutes take their seat on the bench, we'll see those starting lineups for Reading Shadow Team, which is Reading's secondary performance squad. Here they are. Head coach Ben Cook going with an interesting formation today for Reading. It's a 3-4-3 formation. Alex Joy in goal. Callum Stokes and Bobby Hyland out wide at left and right mid. Back three of Ruben Wilson, Lewis Bechamp and Yero Lul. And a front three of Kevin de Barrios, Ricky Osai and George Day. Ricky Osai, perhaps the man to watch out for Reading. 25+ goals contributions in all competitions this season. Interesting lineup. You see Callum Stokes. Callum Stokes in hot form in this competition. Hat-trick versus Cambridge, scoring the winner against Tranmere in the last round. Really interesting formation to see in a cup final, Ethan.
Very interesting formation, but they may come off as defensive, but those wing backs, they can definitely try and get our Cobblers.
And the sides are out as we have a look at this Northampton Town scene. Tom Ladyman in goal. Standard back four. Wing backs at captain and vice-captain. Vice-captain Jack Webster and the captain Josh Whaler. David Sarpong, the man to watch out for, the former Aston Villa ball-playing centre-back. In midfield, it's Pierce Jones, Elliot Turton and Matt Coulson. And a front three of Kieran Mobbs, Eddie Panther and Freddie King. Who's to watch out for in this Northampton Town side, which you're so familiar with, Ethan?
Well, as you've mentioned, David Sarpong is a brilliant ball-playing centre-back. Definitely great on the ball. A lot of the attacks start through him. And Eddie Panther, the dangerous striker up front for Northampton. Top strike scorer 2 seasons in a row. Let's see if he can have an impact on this final as well.
Plenty of options on the bench for both Ben Cook and Fran Constantio as the sides line up for their photos in front of the National Football League posters they have out there. Of course, earlier today we had the National Youth Football League All-Stars up against Chippenham under-23. Chippenham with a 95th win at Minter. That game is still available on Your Instant Replays YouTube channel. If anyone watching would like to get their game live streamed with commentary in tow, please get in touch with Your Instant Replay at their social media or at yourinstantreplay.co.uk. Really interesting cup final. A difficult route to the final for both sides. Northampton with some big results. That 6-1 win against Leeds, 2-1 against Everton, 6-0 against Sheffield United, 5-3 against Bradford. Plenty of goals in the side.
Definitely. Always a good attacking threat going forward, especially through Panther up front. But yeah, a lot of goals in Northampton's games guaranteed.
Great story coming out of the Tranmere game. 2-1 win there against the Premiership side. They beat one of Palace's sides 4-2, and a 3-1 win against Cambridge under-19, where of course Stokes grabbed that hat-trick, also scoring the win against Tranmere in the round before. Interesting position that this Reading Shadow side find themselves in. Second in the Southern Championship as things stand, behind Crystal Palace. They're a first-year squad, so much younger than their opposition today. Northampton, 8th in the Southern Premiership. How have the whole season fared as a whole, Ethan?
Yeah, it's been an interesting season. I mean, the league may not have gone how Northampton wanted it to go, but this run in the Cup has been really good, and just the feeling of playing at Loftus Road as well is just really driving them on. So if they can get a win to this is a lot of the second years in this team, so they're going to be leaving. This is seen as the last dance for a lot of them. Let's see if they can get that victory as well.
Truly is a fantastic stadium. Bit of rain earlier, softened up the pitch nicely. Change of ends, of course. Reading in the famous blue and white strip that's graced the championship for so long. Playing from left to right, Northampton, the black and gold from right to left. Reading captained and vice-captain both in midfield. Dillian Ndai and Ben Gray. Playing centre mid, very important in this 3-4-3 formation. Vice-captain and captain at wing-back for Northampton. How important have the fullbacks been for their attack this season? Yeah,
hugely important. I mean, Josh Whaler and Jake Webster, even last year, they were two standout players. Jake Webster was playing as a winger last year, so he knows about attacking output. And there's definitely a lot of attacking output from the captain, Josh Whaler. Both solid defensively as well.
3 centre-backs for Reading to choose from. Yero Lul moved up to this side in December. Already made 1 start for the Premiership team in the league above. And the man to watch out for in the centre, Luis Deschamps, moved over from Spain in the summer. His family are here for the final. Welcome the QPR for them too. And we get underway through Northampton Town. Good crowd here at the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium. Coofed into the air early on, but dealt with by Deschamps. Touched on well there by Osai. Loose ball. Cleared away by Tom Ladyman. Highlighted by his coach for their distribution early on. And that's an early foul on Eddie Panther. Top scorer for the second year. He loves a loose ball. Come deep to collect there. Will he be getting himself involved in play throughout the day?
Definitely, and he's one of those ones who he's willing to drift out to the right, as we've just seen. He's got that foul there. He's going to get a lot of fouls with his pace as well.
Leading leg there by Callum Stokes, but the game is underway. Lovely footwork to beat the first man. Josh Whaler, the captain for Northampton, flicked on there. Freddie King on the chase, and he will get there. Swept up well by Reading's captain, Ben Gray. But it's a soft clearance. No further than Elliot Turnton.
Offside there.
But the flag is up. And Reading regain possession. Fast start for Northampton.
Yeah, fast start, especially down that right side. We've seen Eddie Panther getting involved. There was a good ball over the top from Ellis Andrews to Freddie King, but couldn't make anything of it. But a good start from Northampton, yes.
Long ball played over the top. Searching ball. And it's going to drop here for Asai, one-on-one with his centre-back. Excellent work there by George Day. Struggled with injuries this season, but he's been back for the last couple games. Kind of a bit soft to hit the floor there.
Yeah, it was half dealt with there by Andrews. It was a risky tackle, but I think by Webster. But
the leading leg there by Webster, but perhaps Day's gone down too softly for our match official today. Tom Ladyman will get us underway once more. The planes roar overhead here in West London. Sun still beating down. This fantastic stadium. What an opportunity for the players to play at such a high-profile ground, Ethan.
Yes, definitely. And speaking to the players beforehand, they can't wait to be playing at this level, this ground. This is the games when you feel like a professional footballer. You feel like you've made it, even when you're playing at these grounds. So it's a great opportunity, and you need to grab hold of it with both hands for both teams.
We'll get restarted with a throw here. QPR's centre half. Long throw. Headed back by Northampton. Swept up well at the back, but a foul there. Eddie Panther's been penalised. Reading will have the ball once more.
Yeah, Reading have that threat from those long throws. That's one of the things that they're really good at, and they've shown that again. Getting the free kick there, late tackle from Eddie Panther there.
Been a good season for Reading. Second in the Southern Championship, as mentioned before, behind a very good Palace side. Had a few players represented in our earlier fixture in the All-Stars game. Long ball. In search of Asai. Headed away, but only as far as another Reading player. As Day battling with his fullback. And Day has come away with it. Great touch to take it away from his man, but no foul, calls the official. And away come Northampton down this near side. Tried to slip it through for Panther, who's making good runs in behind, but once again, Day is on the ball. And he's turned his man well, but no love from the referee for Day. Good work from George Day. His technical ability is highlighted before the fixture. Now away comes Kevin de Barrios. First touch of the ball for Reading's own KDB. Yet to be nominated for Premiership Player of the Year, Kevin de Barrios.
Yeah, George Day is looking very good for Reading. Got a few good touches early on. And here we're seeing de Barrios turning away from Matt Coulson before getting fouled there. Free kick to Reading there.
Matt Coulson, the more attacking figure within Northampton's midfield today. Opportunity from the set piece. It's Long in search of Asai. But the assistant's flag is up. Northampton possession once again.
Yeah, we've seen Asai put himself about, and then George Day seems to be there in the box as well, looking for the ball to drop to him. So Reading have come back into this game as well. Northampton started strong, but Reading have slowly taken over so far.
Ricky Asai highlighted for his pace before the fixture. 25+ goal contributions at this level, really impressive.
Amazing.
All cut out well there. Reading's Yaro Lul. They've got good possession up the field. Asai keen to get the game back underway. The feet of the skipper once more. Ben Gray flicked on. Comes to Ellis Andrews, who's forced to clear for nothing but a throw-in for Reading once more.
Yeah, Reading looking dangerous from these throw-ins. It seems to be getting on the end of them, not wasting the ball here. And again, Cobblers had to make a hurried clearance there. Another throw-in for Reading.
Look to be gearing up for the long throw. Forward come some of Reading's centre halves into the area. Defended by Reading, could have dropped for Day, but it's been cleared once more. Headed away a second time. Pull on de Barrios, but nothing given. Excellent crunching tackle in there by Dillian and Dar. Wearing number 4 for Reading in central midfield. Vice captain as well today.
It was a very strong tackle. Didn't want to let Kimra Mobs out there. Greeted by rapturous support from the Reading fans.
Breaks for de Barrios. Green grass in head of him. Looks to go wide. Physical coming together there between two players. It's gone Northampton's way. That's Callum Stokes on the left-hand side, clearly unhappy with that intervention. Oh, Freddie King.
It could have been, looked like a little flick out there in the replay, but maybe not intentional.
Speaking of Dylan and Dar, physical presence in that midfield, very intelligent footballer. Moved up a year at school, only an under-16. The mainstay in the team. Really impressive for the Reading vice-captain. Ladyman. Hoof downfield. Off the back of King. King, a real threat on the ball, highlighted for his one-on-ones before this fixture. No chance to run with it just yet. It's off the toe of Josh Whaler, the captain. Now it's loose ball, cleared up well. And away comes Day with it once more. But it's turnover ball, Northampton's way. Great footwork by Webster. Still good pressure by Northampton's vice-captain. Physical presence in there. And once again, it goes against Reading. Unfortunate, perhaps, that free kick to go Northampton's way. Here's the coming together.
Solid.
Well, he knows Ricky Osai's there. Northampton have scampered all the way into the box.
Handball.
And it was just flicked on through the Northampton midfield. It was going to be collected by Alex Joy. It went loose. Just touched on there. Matt Coulson not on the end of it. Now Alex Joy will have the opportunity to clear. Needs a hand with his laces.
Yeah, it's them balls over the top for Northampton. The chances where they're looking likely.
The Reading are the championship side in this competition, but seem to have had the run of the green so far, Ethan.
Yeah, definitely. They've started really well. Their attackers are looking really good on the ball, getting around in and around the penalty area. Northampton, those balls are over the top of their danger.
De Barrios won that header well. Offside clears. Chested down by Day. De Barrios working so hard to get on the end of it. Highlighted for his work rate before this fixture, but the ball does go loose. It goes Northampton's way.
Yeah, Northampton might just have to calm it down when they get the ball. Just have a few passes around, keep it, hold of the ball for a bit, because right now Reading are in good control of it.
There was a handball from the bench. Fran Costancio, very highlighted on the sideline for Reading, for Northampton, sorry. Okay, away come Reading with the throw. Gray, high boot, intercepted, and away come Northampton. Flicked on towards Panther, loose ball. Picked up by Coulson, and still Matt Coulson on possession. Shoved once more. And a big tackle there by Ruben Wilson. Ruben Wilson still tussling. George Day comes away with it and goes down.
The players are up for it, got some tackles flying in there.
Really physical presence of Ruben Wilson there. First on Matt Coulson, then on Kieran Mobbs. Matt Coulson giving George Day a taste of his own medicine, the number 10. Wilson will get us underway.
Every tackle being greeted with a roar as well. Those Reading players and fans are loving when those tackles go in.
Ruben Wilson, a regular since moving up to this side in December. Real no-nonsense centre-back. Long ball by Wilson. Offside's the target. Day gets underneath it. The diminutive forward is having loads of fun in the air so far. And this ball will bounce kindly for Reading possession. Callum Stokes taking a trip over the edge towards those Northampton supporters. Gets the ball right back into play. Callum Stokes in great form in this competition, of course. Scored the winner in a tight 2-1 win over Tranmere.
Number 9 at left wing back, which is a rare occurrence, but you can tell why he's scoring so many goals.
Physical presence in that midfield for Northampton. Elliot Turton battling away there. Elliot Turton with the leading shoulder, and it will be a free kick for Reading. Or just a throw. Here is Turton really battling hard. Finally puts the shoulder. Kevin De Barrios.
Yeah, very physical game so far. Seen a lot of tackles flying in both sides.
Wilson with the long throw for Reading. Headed on. Only as far as Day. Day now on the edge of the 6-yard area. Pulls it back! And can you believe it? It's Callum Stokes with all the form coming into this game. He's ballooned it over the crossbar from only 6 yards out.
What a chance. The ball isn't cleared. Comes to Day. He shows his great foot. That's a brilliant ball, and Stokes has to put that on target at least. He'll be disappointed with that, especially with his form.
Sarpong in the box. Beaten to the jump by Lul. Day with an excellent ball across the face of goal. And how much will Callum Stokes be ruining chances like that come the end of this cup final? With a trophy on the line, opportunities like that will be few and far between. Excellent dynamic running from Pierce Jones. Can't find Panther, and Reading come away with it. Perhaps of handball, but Ricky Osai doesn't listen to them. He's beaten 2 men. Ricky Osai has been brought down late, and that is a free kick in a real dangerous area. It was just a slip by David Sarpong, Nothing intentional there, but what a fantastic run by Ricky Osai.
Driving at the Northampton defence there, taking on all comers, and like you said, the slip from Sarpong, nothing cards given yet, but yeah, definitely a free kick there for Reading. Great driving run by Osai.
Well, what an opportunity from the set piece now. Day standing over it, as is Stokes. Looks to be Callum Stokes. Hat-trick against Cambridge, the winner against Tranmere, and the opportunity to open the scoring against Northampton in the trophy final. Tom Ladyman in net, up against Callum Stokes. Stokes to strike it off the post! And hacked away by Jake Webster. Still not clear for Northampton on the edge of the area. Osai once more, looks for Day. And this
Brilliant
time it will fall. Well, what an opportunity that was.
Brilliant free kick. Brilliant free kick. He's gone to the goalkeeper's side. And he just hit the post. Ladyman's moved, he's beaten. But it's Callum Stokes coming close again, but it's a great free kick. Lucky for Cobblers to get away with that.
Well, what a chance. Callum Stokes has come closest twice now for Reading. Warning lights in the Northampton back line for certain. Hacked away by Wilson. Flicked on, here's De Barrios. Loose ball, hacked away. And Panter's on the chase. First time Elliot Panter's had the ball at his feet. But the linesman's flag is up.
Yeah, Northampton need to stay calm because Reading are looking really, really dangerous. Callum Stokes, we've mentioned that man. 2 shots that could have really troubled Northampton there, but they need to get their heads and stay calm and collected.
Still only 15 minutes into this trophy final. Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium here in West London. Headed on by Northampton, flicked on once more by Matt Coulson. The ball back, top in a dangerous area here. De Barrios is underneath it. Hacked away once again by Northampton. And a bit of breathing room for Jack Webster to run into. Very creative player. Launches the ball long and Panter's after it. Panter shoving the back. He's gone down. Back to his feet and hacked away.
You can see that long ball is caught again, the thing for Cobblers. Another good ball over by Webster, and Eddie Panter in the box with a willing runner. It's an interesting one. I think he's a bit theatrical there.
No foul by Louis Beauchamp. And now it's time for Northampton's own long throw through the vice-captain Webster. And it's bounced loose in the box. Cleared well by Reading. It comes back to Webster. Takes on Gray and beats him. Still Northampton ball, and Day putting a foot in. Adhering to his defensive duties. Best spell of the game for Northampton, this.
Yeah, definitely. Good work down the left. Jake Webster's heavily involved as well. Eddie Panter as well, getting in around the box.
Headed away. Clipped on by De Barrios. It'll fall for Whaler. Dispossessed by Stokes. And now Reading are on the canter. Osai to his left. Here is Ricky Osai. Tries to pull it back, but only Coulson's there to clear. Clean-up job by Lul. Hacked away by Alex Joy. Alex Joy only just released by Reading last season. Very capable goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think Osai was looking dangerous there. He might have had, gave himself a little bit too much work to do. Ran into the defender there, but Reading looking dangerous on the counter-attack there.
Northampton ball. Whaler. Headed on, and Lul's done excellently well to retain possession. And it's a strong tackle there that's really got the Reading fans riled up, but only a free kick. Great footwork for Lul to do his man, but then in comes Whaler on De Barrios. No love lost there between him and his opposite man.
Tackle right in front of the fans as well, got them right up.
Denied by Andrews. Northampton could come away with it here, but turned over once more. This time it's Day. Good tackle again in the midfield. Andrews across the face. Webster. Cut out well by Gray. Here is Ben Gray. Osai carries it away from Sarpong. Lovely footwork to beat his first man, and he crunches towards the byline, but it's an excellent tackle by David Sarpong.
Yeah, Sai looking dangerous again. I think Reading have really started well with the ball at their feet, and decided as well to get past Webster, but a good tackle by David Sarpong to only concede the corner.
Set piece opportunity now for Reading. They've got a man short. It's Gray who's come tight. But it'll be whipped into the area. Bit of shoving in the penalty area. Two-handed by Ruben Wilson. Men to pick out in the area. It's flat across the face of goal. Cut out well. And down the line. Strong tackle, but the referee says play on, and here's Day once more. Looked really dangerous with the ball at feet so far as George Day. Screaming for it in the area is DeBarrios, but it's hacked away. Lovely touch by Stokes, but Coulson comes away with it. Stokes once more. Excellent footwork to beat his man. Here's Osai. Under pressure from Andrews. Sliding tackle there, but the referee says play on as Northampton come away with it. Bit of space to run into for Webster. Once again looks for Panther and finds him in the area. Great run by Panther to beat his defender as he cuts it back across the byline. Once again, Ruben Wilson's over to cover.
Corner one there. Again, the long ball into
here.
Panther. That's a great turn. Just getting an inch. A good defending there to get back and concede the corner.
But Louis Béchamp in a spin there, but Ruben Wilson gets across to cover. Set piece opportunity. It'll be Matt Coulson to whip in this corner. This perhaps Northampton's best opportunity of the game. The right footer, look to curl it in. Likes of Sarpong to pick out in the area. Kieran Mobbs on the edge. And it will find Sarpong headed on back into the box. Overhead attempt by Webster, but no luck. Coulson, first time into the box. Excellent work by the Reading back three. And Gillian Ndar puts his boot to ball. Collision on halfway. What a physical encounter we have so far.
Yeah, definitely. Tackles flying in and out. It was a best opportunity for Cobblers there from that corner. It was good defending by Reading to get it away. Not once, not twice, I think a few times.
Nero Lul in there, heading away the first ball. Another set piece, this time it's Ellis Andrews on halfway. Great pace for the centre-back, loves to play the long ball in behind. That's what he does. Panthers there! Oh. And it's a whisker wide of the right-hand post. Alex Joy had nothing to do with that one. Great run by the young forward. And an excellent glancing header. Great angle on this. It was curling towards that top right-hand corner.
Yeah, we said that Ellis Andrews was strong with those long balls in behind, and he's delivered a great one. And then about three Cobblers players for free, and Eddie Panther, he's headed that. He's probably thinking that's going in the top corner, just wide.
Loose ball again in the midfield, cleaned up by Northampton. Hoofed over the top looking for Panther once again. His runs in behind looking really dangerous against this back three. And he looks to put it across the face of goal. Great defending by Nero Lul.
Northampton getting a bit more joy recently in the last few minutes, and it's come through Eddie Panther. It's willing runs in each channel. Again, wins the corner there.
Nero Lul already made one start for their Reading Southern Premiership side. in the same division as Northampton. But the championship side are really giving it a go in these first 23 minutes. In-swinger. Webster goes for the volley. Falls to Coulson. Back out to the wide channels. Second delivery. Cleared once more. Only as far as Whaler. And this time Day hacks away. Northampton ball on halfway. Well defended from the set piece.
Yeah, good defending there from Reading. Northampton getting a few good balls into the area, but Reading dealing with it so far.
Once again headed away. And that's lovely footwork there in the midfield. Andrews, important intervention. Once again, this time, it's Jones. The ball is deflected. And Northampton go all the way back. Posed work from the goalkeeper. Lovely chop inside. The shrug off Osai. A bit of pressure down there. Relieved. And strike the shrug from Wilson. Northampton will come away with it. But this time Jake Webster wasn't making that overlapping run. To the displeasure of Matt Coulson.
Yeah, some miscommunication there. So cheap throw in to get away. Could have been a chance for Northampton to get away.
They are looking dangerous on the break. So far, that's where Northampton's best opportunities have come. But once again, Reading come forward. Just touched by Day, well headed on. All goes Reading's way, in the hands of De Barrios. Devin De Barrios, fluid across that front line. But up comes Wilson for the long throw. We've seen this routine before, Ethan.
Yeah, Reading have looked very dangerous from these long throws. The ball's in there. It's up to Northampton to defend it now.
And it's lofted in. Headed away by Sarpong. Ruben Wilson would rather throw it back in than hook in across.
Yeah, I think that's showing the Reading mentality. They know the danger of these long throws. They know they can try and get a Northampton from them.
Wilson with the lofted throw. Once again headed away. Back into the area. Could drop kindly for a Reading player. Good work from Tom Ladyman to shepherd it out of play. First headed away. Really great work by Dylan and Dar to get the header back into the box. Osai always after those loose balls.
Yeah, there's a danger in the box, and he was a danger there. He was after it, but ball just evaded in there.
Here is Sarpong, highlighted for his excellent on-the-ball prowess. Finding Webster through the midfield and evade that Reading press from their very impressive front three. Long ball once more, as we've seen so often, and it will drop here for King. Great work from the captain, Josh Whaler, to evade his man. Loose ball in the midfield, but Northampton come away with it. Whaler again. Here's King. Whips in a cross. Dealt with by the crowded Reading box. Northampton getting good ball in this midfield. Excellent work by the likes of Elliot Turton. Here's King on the edge of the area. Takes it to the byline. Really composed work from Louis Béchamp. And Reading clear.
Yeah, it's down the byline there, Northampton, and looking dangerous there, that right-hand side.
Top work from Ricky Osai. Great pace. Put the pressure on and win the throw-in. There is King all the way to the byline. Look how composed Louis Béchamp is in his own area, playing it wide. Excellent work.
Yeah, chance
Spanish centre-back.
Chance for King there. If he'd pulled it back to Panther, could have been a chance for Cobblers, but he just hit it hard and low.
Stokes. And today he's dispossessed by Pierce Jones, who's been fantastic in midfield, clearing up those loose balls. He's back in Reading feet once more. Loose leg by a Northampton player, but referee waves play on. And Reading building patiently here. Lovely spot by Wilson, and that is a tough tackle by Josh Whaler.
Yeah, it's a cynical one. I think the referee's going to have a talking to him.
Josh Whaler's second high-profile intervention of the fixture as we approach the half-an-hour mark. And Ben Gray, third-year, experienced box-to-box midfielder, scored the equaliser in their semi-final, stands over the free kick. Excellent work by Kevin de Barrios to draw yet another foul. Playing more like Grealish than KDB so far today. Gray. Headed on! But it was never troubling the goal of Tom Ladyman.
Yeah, it was a good ball in from Gray because he was in the centre and it would have been hard to find something, but he dinked it in. Ellis Andrews seems to have lost him for a moment, but it's hard to get the header on target from there.
Yeah, O'Lewell would have done very well to steer that one goalward. Tom Ladyman has the opportunity to play David Sarpong. Whaler, skipper, already warned by the referee. Back to Sarpong. Webster. Looks to go down the line as he has so often, but instead finds Sarpong with more space ahead of him. Andrews will go long, but will only find the touchline.
Yeah, Frank Constancio will be a little frustrated there.
It is clearly a tactic by Northampton, trying to look for the likes of King and Panther in behind.
Yeah, then runs in behind onto the flanks from King, Panther, Mobs. They're willing runners, they'll run all day, so those balls in the behind are very dangerous when you get them right. Stokes
with the throw, and he's had the two best opportunities in this fixture so far. Gray wins the header. And Whaler's under a bit of pressure, but he does excellently well there. The free Ellis Andrews could nod it back to Ladyman. Highlighted for his distribution, but mainly found David Sarpong so far. This time he will look to go long. Long way out of his goal. Panther is the target. Intercepted by Béchamp. Mobs. Good touch. The man with a futsal background. Early cross, looking for Painter. But it won't find Panther. Instead, it will be hooked clear. Excellent ball into the box there by Jake Webster.
Yeah, it's a great ball into the box. That's what he's really good at, coming in from that left-back side.
Long ball looking for Mobs. He will find it on the edge of the area. Webster wants more. Here's Mobs. Lovely ball in, over the head of Wilson. Still Northampton possession. And now clipped away by Day. With skipper Gray. Mossai, another mazy run. Had to be brought down by Pierce Jones. No other option for the Northampton midfielder. And the first man to enter the referee's book after a fair few crunching tackles and 50-50 so far in this cup final.
Yeah, he may have felt the need to bring Osai down there. We've seen how dangerous he is, driving forward at that defence, and Pierce Jones makes a tackle there, gets the other.
Another set-piece opportunity for Ben Gray. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, was looking to drag him down there, has his hands over his arms.
His free kick slightly wider, perhaps troubling for Northampton.
Yeah, we've seen Gray's delivery from Central. Can he get it in a good position from this?
Hooked into the box. Stokes is there, headed across goal, but claimed excellently well by Tom Ladyman. And he goes early with the kick. Cut out well. And away goes Barrios. Kevin de Barrios. Hunter knows he's offside, but not spotted his King. And now Panther will have a chance to run at the defence for the first time. Clipped across. Webster deals with it. In the true way a centre-back always should. Clearing it into the second tier. Excellent work from Ruben Wilson. He was described by his coach as no-nonsense. This is a great header.
Yeah, saw that free kick. That
Webster who gets on it, and well, Nero Lul was definitely there to tap that one in. Yeah. Set piece now for Northampton. How has the set piece fared this season?
Yeah, they've been strong for set pieces, a few goals. There's a substitute centre back on the pitch. Ethan Odge is dangerous, but let's see.
Headed on from that Mobs corner.
I think Ladyman will be happy with that previous free kick for Reading, that he held on to it, because there's definitely players sniffing around. Northampton will be frustrated at the fact they let 3 players seem to have a free header.
Up comes Ellis Andrews for this corner. Looks unmarked at the moment. Northampton crowding the goalkeeper, and it's hooked in towards him. It will fall still for a Reading player. Excellent effort there, denied from Jake Webster. Still, it will be Northampton ball. It's back out to Mobs. And that is most certainly a foul by Stokes. Two-handed shove. What an opportunity that was.
Yeah, great work by Jake Webster. Gets the ball on the turn. It's a good delivery again by Mobs into that danger area. Webster's turning. It's a fabulous save at the near post by the goalkeeper.
Alex Joy called into action for the first time this afternoon, and perhaps he will be again from this free kick. Being put down, put down by Stokes. Here is Kieran Mobs with another delivery. But that wasn't too far past the far post of Alex Joy. Wasted opportunity for Northampton.
Yeah, he'll be frustrated with that. We've seen that he's got some good delivery there. That could have been a chance for Northampton. Set pieces has looked maybe their strongest part in this first half, so he'll be disappointed with that one.
Certainly was. The shot on the turn from Jake Webster denied by Alex Joy.
Both teams have had chances. They're going to have more going into half-time, but they'll be stunned as neither of them have scored.
Fell kindly for Kieran Mobs, but he couldn't control it. Sarpong under pressure from Day. Kick a bit short. Sarpong really did put Ladyman under a bit of pressure there, and George Day was forced to throw, which you imagine Ruben Wilson will be up to take. Great pressure there from George Day.
Yeah, very cheap to give away a throw, especially knowing Reading's danger from throws.
And in it comes once more from Wilson. Headed away, and this time clipped away. Far enough out of danger. Back in, but Sarpong is across excellently well to deny Evan de Barrios. And that is great play from Webster. Long pass. First time ball from Panther to free the number 7, Freddie King. He looks for the cross. He's got 2 Reading players on him. And it's Callum Stokes coming back to do his defensive duty. Wow, what a game that your instant replay has brought to us so far. This National Youth League Trophy final between Reading Shadow and Northampton's Southern Premiership side. All in play once more. Olsen back to his skipper, all the way back to Andrews. Sarpong. A bit of pressure from onside, but does well to evade him. But that ball, 4 runs. They find the gap between his 2 players.
Yeah, we saw the best and worst of David Sarpong there. Good composure there, and the pass was wayward.
Sarpong with an excellently cushioned header. Jake Webster does show flashes of that ability that kept him in the Aston Villa captain so long. Academy so long. He's really a talented player. First time ball across the face of goal by Kieran Mobs. Has won a corner. Your instant replay bringing you every cup final of the National Football Youth League. If you'd like one of your fixtures live streamed, you can head to your instant replay social media or their website, yourinstantreplay.co.uk. In comes another corner for Northampton. Through the uprights of Prince Foundation Stadium. Free header there for the number 3, Jake Webster. Couldn't get enough on it. Angled it goalwards, but caught the end of his fringe.
Once again, the corner's looking dangerous. Webster just couldn't grow a few inches, and Ellis Andrews at the back post. If he may have been alive, he could have had an easy tap in, but Reading get away with that one.
Alex Joy will get the game underway. The Reading shadow side. Flicked on once more. That battle in midfield so key. This time Gray comes away with it. Not seen much of Bobby Hyland so far, but he's whipped that ball and Gray's onto it. Excellent hold-up play. First time ball, attempting to catch out Sarpong, and Sarpong has been caught by Osai, and he takes it to the byline. He cuts it back to an empty box, and Andrews will clear. Beauchamp under control once more. That really was an opportunity, no one making the run. Beauchamp goes long towards Day. Denied by Sarpong. Lovely pass across the face by Webster. Flicked on once more by King. And that ball gathered up excellently well by Dillian Ndar. Great work by Stokes. Here is Ndar, first time ball, cut out by King, however. In Northampton hands once again. Panther, in search of options, but can only find the boot of Stokes. Impressive period of play.
Yeah, Northampton down that right-hand side. That's where the danger has come. Eddie Panther, winning runner.
Whaler, headed on. Offside flag is up. Kieran Mongs could have done better than putting that straight into the feet of Alex Joy, even if he was offside. Won't do his confidence any good, as that gesturing cheer comes up. It is offside. Great work from our cameras. Up the field by Joy. Comes to Webster. Panthers there, but excellent work by Wilson with the body feint. And a good clearance as well. Loose in midfield. Ndar. Osai will get on the end of that. Loose ball for George Day. And once again, Osai takes it to the byline. Cuts back. This time, someone from Reading must be making a run into the box. Falls to Gray. Danger not clear. Gray will go all the way back to Webster. Reading not afraid to build from the back. Looking for Stokes, who does get it under control. Callum Stokes now with the ball in the wide channel. Great work to get past Josh Whaler. And that is excellent work. Once more, this time De Barrios takes it to the byline. A foot in from the captain, Josh Whaler. No foul, says the referee. Good defending.
Yeah, definitely good defending there. De Barrios is a good player. It's a great turn away from Freddie King there. But King and Whaler stay with him. Don't think he's got much of the ball there, Whaler. But
not much contact with Kevin De Barrios either.
Yeah, Reading's players definitely looking confident with the ball at their feet.
As is Ellis Andrews, as he brings the ball out from defence. Long ball again in search of Panther. Cut out by Beauchamp, but Coulson's controlled it really well before being dispossessed by Gray. And Lul says, I don't fancy it down my end. Free kick given. Trailing foot, left on Reading captain Ben Gray. Some unhappy voices coming from the Northampton dugout. Here it's Coulson just going to flick the ball past Gray, and then it's Panthers that left one on him, Eddie Panther, but nothing serious. Good battle between Osai and Andrews. It has been all day. Osai has really troubled Andrews and Sarpong so far.
yeah, he's got good pace. He's good at making good driving runs. both the defenders having to be on their A game to stop him today.
Alex Joy to get us underway. And that head has been missed by everyone except for Ellis Andrews. Cleaned up by King. Looks for Panther. Louis Deschamps does well. Finds Gray. Back to the captain, Gray. Finds Day inside. That'll be a foul. Just a trailing leg from Elliot Turnton.
Yeah, silly foul to give away there. I don't know if Day was going anywhere. Giving away a free kick, and Reading have shown that they can deliver them.
Day just heading back to Stokes, but trailing leg by Elliot Turnton. He's got a great passing range, but we've not had the opportunity to see too much of it yet. His work in defence has been excellent, though. Still 0-0. That could all change as Gray looks for Day in the box. Headed away by Sarpong. The assistant's flag is up for offside. In the closing stages of this first half, Ethan, your thoughts on how it's gone for both sides?
Yeah, I think both teams have had chances. I mean, Reading have had 2 huge chances that they really could have taken. But yeah, I think they'll be the happier team, Reading, but as it stands, we're going in 0-0. Here we have David Sarpong down, went into this game with a slight injury. This was probably always inevitable.
Bad news for Northampton. David Sarpong's looked really composed on the ball so far. The Reading boys really having fun with their day out at the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium here in West London, the home of QPR. David Sarpong back to his feet, but heading to the byline. Perhaps a change in the offing.
Yeah, saw Ethan Aldridge, the centre-back from Northampton, on the bench, warming up. Still out there warming up.
Black Douglas, also a defensive reinforcement that Northampton Town could introduce. But at the moment they'll play a man down. Sarpong back on the field. Good news for Northampton Town.
Looks like he's going to soldier on until half-time maybe. They'll probably make a decision then.
Headed back by Gray. Osai. Sarpong deals with him. Hacked away once more. Northampton Town play through Pierce Jones. And that'll be half-time here in West London. It's the National Youth Final trophy between Reading Shadow Team and Northampton Town. Chances for both sides in this first half. Perhaps Reading, the stronger of the two teams, but got scoreless in this final. We'll see what Ben Cook and Fran Constantio can conjure up with their teams in this second half, but at the moment it remains goalless. Here with your instant replay, the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium. There's still a trophy on the line for both Reading Shadow Team and Northampton Town, but Reading, the championship side, up against the Southern Premiership Northampton Town, truly holding their own, Ethan.
Yeah, definitely, and probably more than holding their own. Probably have looked the strongest team in spells. We've seen Stokes had a great chance to maybe give them the lead, and he also had that free kick that came off the post. That was a great effort. Northampton came into it a bit later. We've seen Eddie Panther and Freddie King and Jake Webster all looking good, likely. Jake Webster having that good shot save. But yeah, I think Reading will go in happier, but both teams still 0-0. Let's see what the second half has to offer as well.
Well, that will be the short break before we return for our coverage of the second half of this National Youth League Trophy Final. If you'd like to play football in high-profile arenas just like this, perhaps with slightly better weather, how about heading out to Malaga? Find out a bit more about that in the half-time break.
Are we ready?
Jacob, why are you here?
Redemption. I came to the academy in 2017 when I was 16 years old. I chose another path and it didn't work out for me, so I'm back a second time to make it work.
I feel like everyone knows what it takes, but it's the ones who actually do it to the detail. Those are the ones who will make it to the top, who actually dedicate their lives and just the sacrifice it takes to make it.
Wow. Like everyone else, football is my identity. Like since I was a kid till now, it's the one thing that's been consistent in my life. And I feel like it brings everything else together. My friends, my brothers, my family, my life in the US, my life in Ghana, and now my life in Spain.
Trials at Cadiz and especially Mallorca, I can see the level that they play at and I can get a sense of what it takes to play at that level.
Football, it means a lot. It means freedom, it means escape, it means love on and off the field, it means the will to keep going and to keep driving.
I'm Jacob Thompson from Brighton, England.
I'm Cameron Williams from San Diego, California.
My name's Angel Ariola and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Kobe Osewusu, I'm from the United States and Ghana.
Hello, I'm Mario Abumitri from Beirut, Lebanon.
This is FC Malaga City.
Hi, my name's John Maloney, and this is the SR USA Women's Soccer Showcase. Today's SR USA Women's Soccer Showcase is taking place at the impressive Boldmere St Michael's FC. It's an event we hold twice a year, and it's an opportunity for our signed players to play in front of coaches that are watching from America on the live stream, and also coaches that are here in person. A great opportunity for them to perform and a great platform as well. We also run trial events throughout the year, between 8 to 10 a year, at different locations throughout the UK, which give players the opportunity to find out more information about the student athlete route. All our trial events are free of charge to attend. And again, that's an opportunity for players to get more information about the student athlete route.
Yeah. Siege. Riley. Taz. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water, death designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. I used to think that people die because they wicked. Nowadays people want to see you dead because you gifted. Been ready for my tomb since I came up out the womb. So no matter what, I'm coming back and paying you a visit. Saw it coming, I predicted. but y'all wouldn't listen. No, you can't protect your riches if you never burn bridges. Flip pages, went places, made changes, still dangerous. Now I'm back, altercation, hold still. I make it painless how it feel, baby. When you say you love me, is it real, baby? Full speed, both hands on the wheel, baby. Young Taz coming from the Mobile, baby. You know the drill, baby. Yeah. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this National Youth League Trophy Final. All squared at the break. No one able to break this deadlock so far in this championship, the Premiership encounter. Couple of changes to tell you about. The first one, David Sarpong, very technically gifted centre-back, unfortunately had to leave the field. He's been replaced by number 15, Ethan Aldridge. Strong in the air and a threat from a set piece. One more change to tell us about, Ethan.
Yeah, Pierce Jones has come off. He hasn't played a lot of football this year. He's just come back from an injury. It's kept him out for the majority of the season, so I think the caution take with him. An attacking winger, Cairo Taylor's come on as well.
Cairo Taylor into midfield to replace the number 4, Pierce Jones.
Definitely a more attacking look for Northampton now.
Well, you must say they really do have to start pushing a bit further forward. In that first half, it really was Reading who had control. Crunching tackle by Day. And Offside's got the run on the defenders once more. Couple of strong tackles in there, but nothing given by the referee. Webster and Andrews really getting involved. Northampton look to continue this fast start. Good work from Cairo Taylor to win the first ball of his time on the field.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player on the wings. Again, he's another willing runner. Interesting to see what he's going to bring to the second half.
Throw-in goes loose, but it's been picked up by the skipper. Great lunge by vice-captain, Jake Webster. That ball will roll all the way back for Tom Laderman.
Yeah, we've seen a little change in formation as well. I think Jake Webster's moved into centre midfield. Kieran Mobbs is now on the left, at left back, with Freddie King on the left wing as well.
Change in formation, see if it bears any fruit for Northampton. That ball goes loose, swept up by Gray. Coming back into play. Once again, Wilson gets away with it. Whaler. Great flick on by Panther. Early ball into the box by the new man. Panther's underneath it. Edge of the area. Coulson has it still. Out to the number 11. Kieran Mobbs now playing in a more defensive role. Jack Webster's now in midfield, but no love for him there.
Referee looking to let the game flow. There's been a few tackles going in, but not wanting to stop the game all the time.
And that ball goes Northampton way. An update for you on the Northampton teams. Back 4, Kieran Mobbs into a full-back role, Jack Webster into midfield, and Cairo Taylor's come on the wing. Headed on there, but swept up well. Again by QPR's back 3. They have been really solid. And excellent work by Ruben Wilson to keep it from running out the corner. Throw in for Northampton. Chance for them early on in the second half. Cut out well by Reading. Swept up. Reading looked to counter, hacked away. Only as far as another Northampton man. Well, there's space in the box there, and the shot! Oh, what an effort! Dropped out of nowhere for Freddie King. What an impervious finish. Fantastic goal-scoring effort. And early on in this second half, against the run of play, Northampton have opened the scoring. What a lovely finish, Ethan.
Yes, great finish. Great start for Northampton in the second half. They've been the better side, I think. And the ball's come to Freddie King there. Normally on his right foot, Kieran Mobbs has carried on working.
Well, it was cleared early on.
Brilliant ball by Turton.
This ball by Turton just hacked into the area. Lost by Louis Béchamp in the air. And a fantastic finish by Freddie King.
Yeah, that's on his weak foot. His left foot, but he's got it right into the corner. That's a great finish. And look at the passion there from all the Cobblers players. That's a great start to the second half. That's exactly what they needed.
Well, Fran Constantio's team talk at half-time has worked a treat for Northampton. And Freddie King, who was, fair to say, not as involved as much as he'd like to be in that first half, has left his mark on this cup final. And straight away, Reading looked to respond. It's at the feet of the new man, Kieran Taylor, battling with the likes of Kevin de Barrios on this far side.
The things a half-time substitution can do, the things a change in tactics can do. Northampton have changed formation. Suddenly look like a new team in the second half.
There's a throw on the man with the R-band, Josh Whaler. Still in his fullback role. Colson Herring after that one. And he gets the deflection, but it will throw harmlessly to Alex Joy, who goes long in search of Reading's own KDB. Flicked on, and once again by Day. Osai on the chase. Well marshalled. That ball is deflected and hit another Northampton player. Well, if you'll see what happens there, it was excellent work by Ellis Andrews, and in an attempted clearance, he struck his own player. Ball eventually rolls out for a Reading throw on this right-hand side, but well, he's down rather hurt here. You see the excellent flick on by Day. And this has been a battle we've seen all day, Ethan.
Yeah, definitely. And given Andrews some problems there, ball right into Jake Webster's face.
The vice-captain, who had an excellent first half, has really felt that one. Thundering clearance by Ellis Andrews. Loves to play that long ball in behind. He really can strike the ball.
Yeah, definitely. And Jake Webster's face will attest to that. He's one of the ones that will give blood, sweat and tears for the call of Jake Webster, so he will look to carry on, and medics will see if he's all right. I think he's been given the thumbs up.
Ball's in play as Webster receives the attention he needs. Very versatile player. For the moment, at least. Northampton will play a man down. Long throw, as we've seen so often in the first half. Headed on! Really excellent work in the area there. Opportunity carved out, but Osai couldn't get on the end of that flick on.
Yeah, more danger from the long throw. That long throw's been giving Northampton problems all day. And it's just couldn't get enough power on it. Easy for the Ladyman.
Yeah, Olu's been impervious in the air so far today. Lovely flick on attempt by Webster. Goes Reading's way once more. There's a substitute, Aldridge. And what a pass that is. Excellent work by Josh Whaler. And here's the substitute, Taylor. Looks for the area. Oh, it could have fallen anywhere. Could have fallen for Eddie Panther ideally, but still Northampton look to apply the pressure. And they've really come alive in this second half. Whaler. Composed play in the midfield. Whaler again with a bit of space out wide. This time he finds Taylor. He looks to take on his man. But it's great work by Stokes. Stokes still putting the brace on. And that ball's gone free. Well, Taylor goes down as if he'd been slide tackled, but it was his own man, unfortunately, that hacked him down. Loose ball. Bobby Hyland has cleaned up. Not seen enough of Bobby Hyland down that wing regular since moving up through the squads in December.
Yeah, and he's a dangerous player. Reading will be looking to get him on the ball. As for Northampton, Cairo Taylor's come on and made an immediate impact. Tackle he has on the right-hand side. Huge threat there.
Headed on by Day. And Dar. It's kept aerial by Ben Gray. Sai once again battling with his centre-back counterpart. And this time, Ellis Andrews comes away with it. Hack forward by Northampton once more. Bit of a shank. Stokes will chase. Cleaned up well. Cushion header to Ndar. Bit of pressure though, and Taylor comes away with it. And that'll be a free kick, but the referee's played advantage. Whaler searching for Panther once more. Nothing given, but cut out again in midfield. Reading unable to clear. The point by the midfield counter to drive.
Turton's looking very calm in that midfield for Northampton, spraying a lot of balls out.
Good footwork by Jake Webster, but dispossessed. Stokes comes in to make the tackle once more.
Yeah, Northampton will be looking to capitalise on this. They've looked very strong since the second half. They'll be looking to see if they can extend their advantage while they're getting pressure on, because Reading are going to come back into this game.
And there's a substitute. Elliot Turton is off, and on comes Alfie Doherty, the player in midfield.
You just want to say Turton's having a good game. He comes off, but Alfie Doherty is a good player with the ball at his feet, and he's a great set-piece taker as well.
Can also play it up front. A great composure on him, according to his coaches. But we will see what kind of impact Alfie Doherty can have from midfield. Goal kick there. Freddie King charging down the clearance. Away Alex Joy will clear. Aldridge under the header, but lots of pressure being applied once more. But a foul that goes Northampton's way. Osai unhappy, but it was all over Josh Whaler, the former Northampton Town Academy player. Done excellently well. No trouble spotting out Alfie Doherty in the middle of the park.
Yeah, Sai proven again. He's willing to chase down anything. It was good strength there by Josh Whaler to win the free kick there.
Tom Ladyman will get us underway with the free kick. Searching ball. Misses every man. And Coulson is hustling after it. Hacked into this overcast London sky by Gray, who once again gets a touch on it, but now it's Panther who's been brought down, but the referee waves play on, and Day comes away with it. Osai, with 3-4 Northampton players around him. Safe option by Alfie Doherty. First touch on the ball. Still a Northampton player down. Tom Ladyman is cleared.
I think he was caught on the follow-through.
As Eddie Panther was unhappy with the intervention of two Reading players. That's Ben Gray a little frustrated about losing control of that ball. But in the second half that's provided all sorts of highlights, the one that we care most about is that Northampton goal.
Yeah, once again, a great finish from Freddie King. There were real danger in and around the box, and he showed that there. Northampton fans here in good support.
This would be a great moment for Northampton in a season with fewer highlights than they'd like. Sitting in 8th place in the Southern Premiership, competitive division. But against opponents in the league below them, you'd perhaps expected them to have a better run of it, Ethan.
Yeah, definitely, and I think credit to Reading for so far. They've looked active. They've had a lot of chances. They've had a lot of the better chances. I think Northampton this second half, they must have got a few words in the ear from Frank Constancio. They've come out looking like a different team. You have to see for the rest of the game how the rest of the game's going to pan out.
Back on his feet, Eddie Panther, key man for Northampton. Heading off towards the sideline. Perhaps we'll see a change.
It's going to be the last person that wants to come off.
We started with a throw-in down this bottom corner after Tom Ladyman kicked the ball off field. You'll imagine that would see the return of Panther to the field. Here's a Reading throw. Spirit of the game, the ball should be returned to Northampton hands. Throw in by a Reading substitute, sorry. Ollie Garcia is on the field.
That's a great turn.
Lovely footwork. Just fantastic from Panto, and he's won the free kick. Some changes to inform you about. George Day still on the field. Kevin de Barrios no longer with us, it seems, despite his excellent play. Ollie Garcia on the field now.
Eddie Panto doing very well there to win that free kick. The ball went out to him. Could have been a ball that was heading up for a throw-in, but he made something of it. It was a great turn to get away. Now a set-piece chance.
Bobby Highland also off the field, replaced by Adam Medini. Here is the set piece from the substitute Doherty. It is a great set piece, but Webster deals with it. And that will run for a corner.
Yeah, once again, a good delivery from Alfie Doherty. One of the things he's best at, set-piece specialist. It was hit with pace. Once again, good defending from Reading. They've dealt with it.
Once again, Doherty to take the corner. He's got Cairo Taylor in short. He'll go for the outswinger. Along the floor. It comes back to Doherty. Back post header. It was free ball for Ethan Aldridge, but couldn't direct it goalwards.
Yeah, good play again there from Northampton. Was another good set piece this time. One off the training ground. Brilliant ball in by Doherty there. And Ethan Aldridge just over the top of the crossbar.
Well, the ball finally comes loose to Josh Whaler, who looks long for some of Northampton's willing runners. Stokes heads it on into the new man, number 16, Ollie Garcia. He attempts to thread all the through. Day is after it. And this loose ball might fall for Taylor. Taylor does gather inside the area for Northampton. Excellent footwork to get away from his man. And he cuts back inside once more towards the byline. And it will be a corner once again.
Yeah, once again, great footwork from Cairo Taylor. He might have wanted to put a ball in there. There was a few options. He has got the corner. Good defending again, sticking with him.
Doherty once more, goes near post. It is collected by a Northampton player. Once more, Doherty will whip it in. Once again, looking for Aldridge, headed back across goal! Oh, and it's been glanced in! Back across goal, and Jake Webster's there! Perhaps Northampton's best player in this game so far has doubled their advantage after 60 minutes. Alfie Doherty had his first dangerous set piece, which was put wide by Ethan Aldridge, but this time headed back across goal and glanced in by Jack Webster.
Yeah, we said the danger that Alfie Doherty gives with the set pieces. Freddie Kingner's brilliant here to keep this alive. Back to Doherty again, a fabulous cross in. Eddie Panto doing well there. And that is a really good header from close range from Webster. Had to go low. That's a 2-goal lead for Northampton. They really have come out well in the second half, got those 2 goals.
Now that is a dagger in the hearts of Reading, who have played excellently well. Very intense celebrations will land Panther in the book. But those Northampton fans won't care, as they are 2-0 up against this Reading side.
Yeah, pure emotion there. Celebrations with the bench and the manager. Reading have got an awful lot of work to do now.
When it comes to one of the new men, Ollie Garcia. Excellent flick to find Asai. Asai brought down in the area, but Ollie Garcia will still play with it. Here's the captain, Gray, battling with His opposite captain, Whaler. Whaler goes down under the tackle of Gray, and he has won the free kick. Well, it looks like a change of formation for Reading. Looks as though Louis Béchamp has left the field. There remain two in midfield, but in the Barrios. I believe somewhere else on the midfield. Adam Medini, I believe, has gone into centre-back. Indeed he has. The Barrios back where Highland was in the first half. Medini into centre-back. Stokes misses that header, but it will fall to Garcia. It's a loose ball that could be picked off by Northampton, but excellent work once again by Andrews. Great sliding tackle by the substitute Ethan Aldridge.
Yeah, that half-time, something's really changed for Northampton. They've come out with a different gusto. Reading haven't really been able to get started.
Good ball by Ollie Garcia. Great story for Ollie Garcia against Tranmere, in the previous round. Travelled up for the game, came on, won the penalty to equalise, scored it, then came off injured after the last tackle. Has struggled with injuries recently, but back to play in this most important game.
Yeah, he's looked tidy on the ball since he's come on.
Well, it's Stokes with the throw into that man again, Garcia. Intercepted by Taylor, an excellent turn. Cairo Taylor comes away with it. Searching ball, swept up by Medini. Great touch as well, and a great searching ball. But Aldridge means business with that clearance.
Yeah, rush at the back from Northampton there a little bit. Ellis Andrews has had a great game so far. It was the first real mistake he might have made. Allowed it to go through, and then Ethan Aldridge hacking it away. And Reading will look forward to delivering this long throw. Try and find their way back into this game.
Long throw once more. It's found a Reading player in the box. Ball whipped across. Too close to the goalkeeper, Tom Ladyman. A chance for offside to get on the end of that one.
Yeah, I think that's De Barrios there. Wasn't cleared straight away. Came to him. I think it's a deflected effort that takes the sting off it. Ladyman's able to gather.
Not for the first time, Nero Lul looking to get on the end of a flick on. And now it's Northampton ball once more, following that flurry of goals from them in the first half. Good hustle once again from these.
Ellis Andrews can barely walk.
Finally the ball goes out of play. Now Northampton players are unhappy there. He was attempting to clear it off the field due to the injury of Ellis Andrews. Reading kept playing. It is a cup final after all.
And yeah, I think Jake Webster has tried to clear it off the field, but his attempt to clear it hasn't been good enough, and Reading have countered. Ellis Andrews doesn't look like he can continue here.
Andrews is down. Still got options on the bench defensively. Likes of Zach Douglas. Could be the man to replace Ellis Andrews if he can't continue.
Yeah, those legs are going to start cramping up. He's had a few knee injuries this season. Again, he's done well to soldier on. Zach Douglas, the first year for Northampton, who's impressed this season. Got a few chances with Franz Constancia's team. The adequate replacement if he's able to come on.
Well, as time slowly ticks by, all eyes will be on the clock. Not Casper Clock, of course, on the bench for QPR, on the bench for Reading today. But all eyes will be on the timer that's slowly running dry, with 2 goals to be found somewhere for Reading.
Yeah, Reading looked dangerous on the ball. They haven't had a lot of it in the second half, and the referees indicated that Ellis Andrews can't continue. But if they can get on the ball and try and get some run-ins at Northampton's defence, One goal could see them right back into this game.
It's Reading who are making a change, indicated by head coach Ben Cook. See what he can conjure up. Dillian Ndar looks to be leaving the field, as does Kevin de Barrios, who have both been very impressive.
And Northampton might be happy to see de Barrios leaving the pitch. He's been a great player today.
Dillian Ndar also been a physical presence in midfield. Zach Douglas is also on for Ellis Andrews.
Big changes in formation for both teams. Jay Webster seemed to have played in many positions today. He's not centre back.
Stokes denies the Northampton attack. Missed kick by the substitute Aldridge. Osai might be onto it, but excellent recovery. Fantastic work from Ethan Aldridge. Done brilliantly well to get back there.
Yeah, his heart would have been in his mouth for a second there. A bit of an air kick here. And the last person you want to have around with a mistake is Osai, but he does a great tackle to get in there, Ethan Aldridge. Osai's going to carry on running, carry on working. He's a real danger even in these last 20 minutes.
So Zach Douglas has moved into midfield. Jake Webster back to centre-back. And tussling is Taylor once more. Worked really hard for his side, and he skinned his man excellently well. Finds the cross, but it's just behind Panther. Picked up in the midfield by Doherty. Is Douglas. Dispossessed by Day. And away goes Osai. Excellent footwork to get round Douglas. Osai still going. Looks to find the substitute, which is Justin Bangura. On for de Barrios. And now Northampton come back with it. Coulson looks to free up his man on the outside. Here is King. King cuts it back to the byline. Excellent intervention by Neuro Lul. But Taylor on the edge of the area. Back into Panther. Skins one more and two. Panther's round three. He's turned his fourth man and gets the shot away. Oh, what a finish! What a goal! Eddie Panther has turned this Reading side inside out and surely taken the cup win for Northampton. Just off the back of a possible counter-attack for Reading. How about this?
Astonishing. Kyra keeps it a play. Does really well, and here goes Panther.
There's one beaten. There's two. There's three. Wilson's been solid all day, but he's been turned by Panther. And again he gets round Lul. And through the back of his defender, Alex Joy can't get down quick enough to deny Eddie Panther. Top scorer for the second year in a row. And his footwork may have just driven Northampton out of sight.
Northampton fans are loud now. They are confident. That is fabulous from Eddie Panther. Really showing his quality there. And Northampton, I mean, the second half, they've really come out the blocks. They've shown great quality attacking.
Another change for Northampton, however, a bit thin on the ground now with injuries. Patrick McGrath is on. They'll be switching bodies around for the moment. Josh Wheeler has had to leave the field, but Patrick McGrath will not be playing right back. Reading keen to get it underway. Ball is loose. Patrick McGrath off to America next year with his scholarship secured.
Yeah, student of the year. He's had a great year, both on the education side and the football side.
It's like Zach Douglas at right back, position he's known well. Patrick McGrath is further forward. Headed back by Wilson, picked up in the midfield. Reading know that they must drive forward now if they have any chance of turning this game around. Handball is the call, but Osai still going here. He's beaten 2 defenders. Fantastic work from Osai, and still he makes the run forward. Flicked on the edge of the area now. There's the shot. Excellent diving save. Oh, but the follow-up's gone wide. Justin Bangura twisting and turning. Denied by Tom Ladyman. And the follow-up skewered wide. This is excellent work.
Astonishing. Does well to get the shot off.
Great save.
First save, he'll be disappointed they didn't hold on to it, but that second.
Jasper Clock, just onto the field, replacing Dillian and Dar. And that was a moment to have his name up in lights.
Game has suddenly exploded. Chances of both sides. Ladyman, how important could that be looking back on it?
Ben Gray at the set piece. Gray whips it in. Excellently defended once again. And Clock has another go. Once again, harmlessly wide. Great defensive header.
Yeah, good work by Aldridge again. And when it's calling to you like that, he's always going to have the hit, but it's unlucky. Always flying high and wide.
Well, this game may be slowly slipping away from Reading. A spirited first half performance in which they did not capitalise on their chances. Stokes missing from 6 yards out, hitting the post from that free kick. Perhaps the best chance of the game there for Jasper Clock. Tom Ladyman will get us underway once more. It's the substitutes that have really made the difference.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the substitutes have come on. You look at Cairo Taylor, look at players.
Again now, Kyron Taylor. He beats Webster excellently well. He's had a very good week. Wilson excellently well. And at the back post here, Avery, who's just come on. Excellent work from Coulson. Once again whips it in. Taylor's at the back post. Imposed play by Taylor. Excellent work to beat 2 men. And the ball will be whipped back in. Avery was waiting at that back post. Coulson will sweep it up once more. Looks to play wide, but that ball has dropped to our side favourably. He's got Bangura outside him, but he stumbles. And Aldridge clears. Only as far. There's Taylor. Play has been stopped. The offside flag is raised.
Yeah, sometimes when it feels like it's not your day. Asai has been a driving force for Reading, just couldn't maintain his foot in there. I think the substitutes have really made the difference here. You look at Cairo Taylor's come on, had a great impact.
EPR looks to make a change. Or Reading, sorry. I really wish they'd chosen to wear something else in this stadium. Substitution for Reading, Shadow. Day is off the field.
I mean, all Reading need is 1 goal to get back into this. Northampton are playing a bit of a makeshift team. There's players playing in all different positions. Just looking to see it through now.
Ian Avery is on the field. The ball is cleared forward. Denied by number 20, Doherty once more. And that ball is loose. Free kick goes Northampton's way. Everything's going Northampton's way at the moment.
Yeah, you can hear from the roars of the fans. Suddenly Northampton are in the mood. Foul there on Alfie Doherty.
Tom Ladyman will look to go long once more.
Yeah, let's give some parade to Tom Ladyman. He's had spells in the Northampton Town youth team this season. He definitely showed that with today with a great save from Clock as well.
Ruben Wilson gone down after that header. had an excellent day despite the 3 goals conceded.
Yeah, he's been a real danger man for Reading, especially from the long throws. Yeah, there's some great long throws in. It's been one of their main sources, looking dangerous.
Well, 3 goals that have really come out of nowhere in this second half. All credit to Northampton, they have played well, but the 3 chances were fashioned out of very little, it must be said.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Freddie King one on his weak foot, ball into the box. And then Jake Webster, close range header, and then Eddie Panther showed some individual brilliance to that last goal.
All you need in these cup finals is a few moments of excellence.
A lot of players going down with cramp here. It's a big pitch. A lot of these players aren't used to a pitch or a ground this size, and especially in a cup final, when you've been giving it all, those muscles are going to seize up.
10 minutes left to play, and Fran Constantio's side simply need to see this one out as Ruben Wilson leaves the field. Rapturous round of applause for Ruben Wilson from both sets of fans. Truly has performed very well.
Yeah, definitely. He's had a good game. Shame to see him go off. He can definitely be proud of his performance. As could the Reading side, to be honest. I mean, coming from the lower division, for many spells, especially in that first half, they were looking the dominant side. And they've looked really good even in the second half when they've got forward. They should be very proud of their efforts. They've had a very good season.
Well, ball into the box. A tester for Joy. He's looked after it well. Angura around his first man. Clipped into his captain, but it's fallen nicely for Ashford Clock. Still Reading ball. Clock. Angura. What can Reading create in the dying embers of this game? Loose ball that Stokes is chasing, hacked away well by Zach Douglas.
Reading can just push forward and get that 1 goal. They can make it a very entertaining last 3 minutes here. Northampton are still not home and dry, not by any means.
Never home and dry in a cup final. Here's McGrath. Great work. Doherty's been dispossessed by Ben Gray. And a wide ball searching the substitute Garcia. But it goes Northampton's way once again.
Yeah, it was unlucky. It was a good ball from Gray. Kiyan Mom's out there shepherding. He's looked much better, I think, in that left-back position in the second half. Marshalled out Garcia well, because Garcia is a very good, tricky player.
Garcia winning that header, and here's Callum Stokes, dispossessed, hacked away. Great work by Alfie Doherty, one of those Northampton substitutes that's been so important, and putting the pressure once more on Reading. Osai tries to take on Douglas, but Douglas is away now, with green grass ahead of him. Osai tracking back well, but still Douglas runs forward. And that is excellent work to regather possession.
Yeah, it's a shame for Reading because Osai has been a great player. He's carried on running, carried on working hard. Wins it off Zach Douglas there. Keeps going and wins the foul off Matt Coulson.
Gray will get us underway with the free kick as soon as Alfie Doherty has tied his shoes. 6 minutes to play. Difficult ball for Madani to take under, but he's done well. This could be a chance for Reading. Battling well on that wide channel with Kiyan Mobbs. And Block's won the corner. Excellent work by Casper Clock.
Yeah, he's done really well there, carried on going. Kiyan Mobbs making a good tackle in there to stop him going any further.
Only just back from injury, and he'll take this set piece himself. Options in the middle. It's flat, cut out by Matt Coulson, who does well to free up McGrath. Here's an opportunity for Northampton's Player of the Year. Excellent footwork. And he whips in the cross! And Taylor was almost on the end of it. Ardini will let it run.
It's unlucky, it was a poor corner initially from Reading. Patrick McGrath breaks, he's looking for the options, goes wide. And that's a fabulous ball in, and Cairo Taylor just couldn't get to it. He deserves a goal for his efforts in the second half.
Headed on once more by Doherty. What an impact he's had in midfield, and he's on the ball once more. McGrath checks back to find Doherty, but it's excellent work there by Callum Stokes. He's had Reading's best chances today, still working hard. Offside, battling with Zach Douglas, who really does have offside's number in these closing stages.
Yeah, Sai's been a danger man for Reading. And Zach Douglas has done really well to come on as a sub.
And Reading did have the ball in the back of the net as Casper Clock hacked it away, which won in the yellow card. The match official did not like what Clock had to say, and he's been removed.
Yeah, it's not good to see.
A difficult day for the man just back from injury, had that great early chance. Now he's headed for an early shower.
Yeah,
Standard foul, this is what he received his yellow card for. Backing the ball away, and then poor language from the Reading midfielder.
Yeah, never good to see.
But regardless of the most recent turn of events, it really has been Northampton's day. Some individual excellence, some great work at the set piece, and some great work from young Freddie King to capitalise on mistakes when they did occur. That's been the difference between these two sides. Reading will look to see out this fixture. Perhaps they can finish strong, leave the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium with a shine on their performance. Excellent footwork by the substitute for Reading. Tough battle in the midfield, but been won by Ben Gray.
Yeah, Reading's frustration showing. Foul on Gray there. Taylor trying to win it back. Just puts a little bit too much on the skipper.
Well, as frustrated as Reading are, it really wasn't down to the officials today. It was down to some excellent work by the likes of Eddie Panther, Freddie King, and headed back towards the edge of the area. Bangura backed away once more. A free kick for Northampton.
Yeah, like you've mentioned, that individual bits of brilliance have really stood out for Northampton. The first half, they weren't really at the races. It was more Reading who were in control of this. They had the stronger chances, but Northampton's strong players, the players that actually changed the games, have come into the play in the second half. They've really had a great impact. Frank Constantio will be so happy with this.
Long ball, search of the Northampton attacker once more. Colston picks it up. He's been hard working all day in midfield. McGrath back to Colston, dispossessed. Backed away, but only as far as McGrath. He's found Colston once more. Still full of running, the Northampton midfielder with 2 minutes left on this game. Chipped forward by Jack Webster, who's been everywhere today for Northampton, all over the pitch. And a goal scorer to boot. Pressure on Stokes. And look who it is, Jack Webster again. The turnover possession and win the free kick. Just outstanding today. As Jack Webster wins a free kick, perhaps time to discuss today's man of the match.
Yeah, and I think it does go to that man, Jake Webster. I mean, he's given blood, sweat and tears, a lot of passion for the cause today. He's got his goal. He's been a catalyst for a lot of good things that happened in the first half and especially the second half.
And as this game looks done and dusted, this National Youth League Trophy final, the goal scorer, full-back, centre mid and centre-back, the win, man of the match. Congratulations to Jake Webster, the vice-captain, who's had a fantastic day, as has Taylor. Thing once more, free kick goes Reading way this time as we enter into additional time.
Yeah, I think Kyra Taylor's been really important to this second half. I think Northampton were lacking something in the first half. In the second half, he's come in, he provided the spike, and Northampton look like they're on their way to getting a very memorable victory.
Into Garcia, closing moments of this fixture. Sky begins to darken as this cup final seeks its end. Ball is dispossessed once more. Again, Zach Douglas been fantastic since coming on the field as well. There's Niero Lul. Excellent switch of play by Ben Gray. Here is Garcia in behind. Pulled across goal, what a finish! Great work by Ollie Garcia. In behind the centre-backs. He's been a bright spark since coming onto the pitch. And that was a delightful finish into the bottom corner of Tom Ladyman's goal.
Yeah, definitely, it's a great finish. Might just be a consolation, but that's a great ball. Being played there by the Reading skipper. And the side was always going to be involved, driving at the defence yet again. And Garcia, we've seen he can't let that man free. It's a great finish. Ladyman will be disappointed not to have the clean sheet, but Reading deserve a goal from their efforts today.
Offside deserves an assist, and Ollie Garcia deserves a goal. Ben Gray's been dispossessed. Straight away, Northampton look to be in behind. That's fantastic defensive work from Adam Medini, battling with King, but he's unable to clear the ball. This time swept up by Reading. Long ball looking to free offside, but excellent footwork by Doherty to come away with it. Cut out once more. Great turn by Bergs, and Reading really pushing hard to close the gap between these two sides.
Could we see a Real Madrid-Manchester City situation?
Here's Medini once more. Ball goes loose. Great pass to Zach Douglas. Green grass to run into him. Panther doesn't seem too interested in it, but there's Colston on the ball. Back to Zach Douglas. The way back to the substitute Aldridge. Colston once more.
What
excellent
pass.
Ball. Great searching ball, but Taylor doesn't put his full weight behind it. We are so late in the day. But Osai will not stop running, and neither will Jake Webster.
Fabulous.
Just fantastic defensive work. And that will see us out. A perfect moment to show us exactly what this game has all been about. Hard running from Northampton. Great substitutions at half-time by their coach, Fran Constancio. And final score here in West London in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. The Reading Shadow team from the division below put up a good fight, but they've been beaten 3-1 by Northampton Town. Your final thoughts on the game, Ethan Mahoney?
Yeah, individual brilliance has won it. It was the first half. It was looking very even. In fact, Reading were looking the better team at some points, and credit to them. Well done for getting their goal as well. They've definitely deserved it. They've had a great season. They can take so much positives from this. But this is about Northampton and the individual brilliance of their big players, Freddie King, Eddie Panther, most importantly, Jake Webster, who's had a storming half. Tom Ladyman with an incredible save. Cairo Taylor putting himself about. All the players fighting through cramp, fighting through injury, and they've got the win here. What a moment for these players. Some of them, this is their last dance, that some of their last games but this is going to be so memorable for them. Maybe the greatest moment in Northampton Town FPP history.
Well, we'll have another look at these goals that have really lit up the afternoon after a stalemate of a first half where Callum Stokes hit the post from a free kick. It's hooked forward by Turton, tucked away excellently well.
Brilliant finish on the weak foot as well.
Freddie King opened the scoring early on into the second half with that excellent effort. But Northampton really piled on the pressure. Excellent substitutes. Alfie Doherty had a fine game. His cross met at the back post, headed back across goal. And that man, Jake Webster, man of the match today with a fantastic glancing header to beat Alex Joy for the second time. Reading kept pushing, but this really was the goal that clinched it. The substitute, who's had an excellent game, number 16, Cairo Taylor. It was all about this run from Eddie Panther. How many players do you want to beat? The last one, Yairo Liul, can't get a touch on it. Slipped through his legs. The disrespect from Eddie Panther. What a finish.
What a season, what a player.
Reading did get one back. A goal they really did deserve. Perhaps their most impressive attacking player, Ricky Osai, finding the substitute Ollie Garcia. Fine finish.
Very fine finish, beating Ladyman there, but only ended up being a consolation for Reading.
It was too late in the day for Reading Shadow, who really have put up an excellent fight against higher league opposition. And it's National Football Youth League trophy will be going Northampton's way. We'll be back very shortly for the presentations of the trophy. Well, there is my very own co-commentator, Ethan Mahoney, off to congratulate his friends on what has been a fantastic afternoon of football. It all started with an incredibly close game early on. National Football Youth League All-Stars coming up against Chippenham under-23s. The 95th minute free kick winner. And their captain, Kiyan Bradbury, to separate the two sides and win it for Chippenham. And as disappointed as Reading Shadow team will be, they can take heart in their performance. Some really fantastic play today. Ricky Osai was just brilliant. Kevin De Barrios with some really bright sparks across that first half. Callum Stokes came so close with that curling free kick effort, but it wasn't to be for them. Really excellent second half where Northampton Town just turned on the style. They brought pace and energy to the game. They brought that intensity that was lacking at times for them. They've shown their class and they've shown why they sit 8th in the Southern Premiership instead of the Championship, this National Youth League setup. That the voice of Louise Macy, in charge of this great competition, the National Football Youth League, celebrating a Man of Match award added to Jake Webster. The vice-captain played all over the park today. Midfield, in defence, left-back and centre-half. And scored. And up go the Reading Shadow team. The younger side, it should be remembered, this first-year team. Players who will have plenty more to give in the coming years and should take heart from their performance in this competition. Beating the likes of Tranmere, Crystal Palace, Stokes Championship side, Cambridge under-19. All on their way to this eventual final. Callum Stokes, who's shown great form in this competition, really did show why he was talked about before this game. Had an excellent first half especially. Ruben Wilson was fantastic throughout, as was Nyero Lul. Oli Garcia, Reading's only goal scorer. The captain, Ben Gray, who really did work hard throughout the game. Ricky Osai, who set up that goal, looked dangerous throughout. The winners of today's exciting contest, led by their vice-captain and man of the match, Jake Webster, who truly was fantastic today in defence and in midfield. The likes of substitute there, Alfie Doherty, taking his medal. He was a real game changer, as was number 21 there on your screen, Zach Douglas. Really did change the game for Northampton, who did struggle in that first half. Kieran Mobbs, a different player in the second half in a defensive position, really did control that side. Fortunate to lose him, but Ellis Andrews was excellent as well. As was Cairo Taylor. Tom Laneyman with a few key saves, especially in that first half. Finally, the captain, Josh Whaler, who was a real leader at the back today before leaving the field in its closing stages. They really have earned this win with incredible hard work, some excellent individual ability. And your National Youth League trophy winners, Northampton. Well, what a moment for these young players. For many of them in the beginning of their journey through this sport, this educational program. It is really fantastic work. After all their hard graft this season, they come away with a trophy. really see the camaraderie between this group. We spent so much time together. That's exactly what it's all for. Well, in a fantastic day of football, it ends with a triumphant Northampton Town. Great work from these young lads. And this will be the end of our live stream here with your instant replay, as Northampton Town head over to their jubilant home support. Travelled a long way for this fixture. And that will bring an end to our coverage here with your instant replay. Don't forget, if you'd like any one of your games live streamed in this fashion, then head over to yourinstantreplay.co.uk or head to their social media. Thanks again for Queen's Park Rangers for hosting here at the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium. We've showed you the National Football League Men's Trophy Final. I've been Wilfred Kemsley. Thank you for joining me for our coverage of this fixture, and we'll leave you with the remaining celebrations for Northampton Town.